I'm excited to be here. Words are hard, videos are performance, and we make software to rapidly cut out all the stuff that makes you hate the sound of your own voice in video. Dead air, mic strikes, coughs, ums, ahs. And that's called...
It's called TimeBolt.
TimeBolt.
TimeBolt. TimeBolt.
TimeBolt.
TimeBolt.
Dans la machine TimeBolt.
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 TimeBolt. TimeBolt.
TimeBolt.
TimeBolt.
TimeBolt.
TimeBolt is so dope, y'all.
The problem is, like photographs, 35% of takes are no good. You can either remove them or you get no views. But to do it, it's going to take you 5 hours per 1 hour of video produced. You're gonna burn out before you even get into design software. So in 2019, when it was just YouTubers suffering in silence, we came out and we dropped the time to edit from 5 hours down to 17 seconds. You could fully polish a video in under an hour. And then in 2022, AI comes along, sucks all the air out of the room, and it's like, hey, just push a button and AI will do it all for you. Well, lucky for us, all these transcription editors use the same broke technology that has accuracy issues, and they're gonna take you 2 to 3 times as long to fix.
The problem is, in every transcript-based editor I've seen, they can cut the silences out for you and the words that you don't want, but the accuracy leaves a lot to be desired. And when you find all these places where a word's cut off, or gee, I think a whole phrase is missing there, make the clip on the left a little bit longer, or make the clip on the right a little bit shorter. Why in the world these AI editors can't figure that out and get it right? Well, that's where TimeBolt comes into play.
He goes on to say he hasn't saved this much time since the invention of the word processor. Even the king, who I call the king of AI with 600,000 subs on YouTube, uses TimeBolt.
My favorite quick editing tool is this tool called TimeBolt. This saves me so much time with editing. I love it. I don't think this is technically AI, but if editing is a bottleneck for you in creating videos, this tool is a lifesaver.
TimeBolt uses silence detection, not AI transcription, for a base cut that's 20 times more precise. Ends of words don't get cut off. You don't have a sloppy start to cuts. And because the processing and the algorithms happens local on the computer, it's expedited, and on top of that, secure. We don't look to compete with other design editors. We look to get you into their design software faster. We're a bootstrap startup. Since 2019, we've had almost 10,000 paid customers. We have over 400 paid, non-sponsored affiliates. We've managed 31,000 transactions in 4.5 years, and we're growing revenue at 10% month over month. We have 257,000 website visits, noting only 2% of that comes from paid search. Of that, 16% downloads a free version, and of those, 20% converts to a paid customer. Our priorities are a mobile app on phones and iPads, and then we see big opportunities selling multi-seat licensing to teams. Speed can unlock video communications at work. I cut a 60-minute Zoom down into 40 of information-rich material, throw some turbo mode on it, everybody talks 12% faster, chaptered for YouTube in under 60 minutes with support topics now indexed and searchable on YouTube. I can record a 10-minute video message inside TimeBolt, chop it down into 7, and send it in an unlisted link. And a quarter of the time it's take you to write a 5-paragraph email or schedule a Zoom. And unlike Loom, which sold 2 years ago for almost $900 million, it doesn't suck to watch. My name is Doug Wulff. I have 15 years in video startups. I spent the last 3 years selling enterprise video platforms to Fortune 1000 companies. My co-founder, Quinsta Pimenta, he's the technology brains behind TimeBolt, and he has over 7,000 subscribers on YouTube. We solve attention deficit video disorder for work in YouTube, and I'm out of time.
Nice presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can you describe a bit about your customers? And you mentioned that you have a fair amount of customers who are obviously using this, but you mentioned also wanting to expand into teams. So what does that look like, and how are you going to reach them?
We have the ability to manage multi-seat licensing for teams, and so it was really coming in with the workflows from complex multicam setups to being able to send rapid video messages to make it something that you would use for work, and also if you had a hobby that you wanted to get on YouTube. So it really comes down to just providing a tremendous amount of value and getting our name out there.
So you mentioned you have a number of features that you're adding to the platform. I'm interested if you could just describe a few of them.
Oh, I'd love to.
I think, my feeling is the unchecker is great, but I'm grappling with, is this a feature or a real product? Is it a painkiller or is it a vitamin?
Yes, think of TimeBolt as a video editor that turns on and off by when you speak. And so once your timeline is fully cut up, being able to turn scenes on or off becomes extremely fast. You just click a key and you cut it off. We have a feature called Stitch, where you can go in as you're going through. You only have to watch your video once. You mark out the key scenes, and so when you're doing longer form interviews where you've got an hour and a half or a 30-minute video, you can go in, pull out the key scenes, stick them on the front, add some background audio, and again, it's the ultimate FOMO tool for making videos that you can do all faster than you can record it live.
Can you talk about your customer acquisition strategy, please?
Our primary strategy and go-to-market has been with affiliates, and these are guys that, when I say they're non-sponsored, we did not have to pay them to make videos like a lot of companies end up having to. We've usurped their entire front end of the workflow, and it would be a disservice not to tell their customers about it even if we weren't paying them. So that has been the biggest part of our strategy. Just build something remarkable and worth talking about. Can't be free. Yes, sir.
So, is your editing for voice? Are you editing for any other dimension of presentation or just the voice?
Another great question. What you can do with silence detection, I can basically put that to where it doesn't detect any silence. So I'll strap a GoPro on 4K GoPro on the back of my dog. Okay, now he'd be up here with an example to show you. He'd be like, well, that has nothing to do with sound. Even though it has nothing to do with sound, it is still faster to Ginsu up a timeline in TimeBolt than any other software. So whether it's sound or not, it's inconsequential.
Can you put a human in the loop at some point through the process?
I'm sorry, sir?
Can you put a human in the loop in some part of the editing process? Some process at the background that's editing it based on sound.
Yes.
Can it off-ramp onto a human to edit it as well?
It doesn't matter if it's a spoken word or not, that you can rapidly preview up to 4x speed, cut any scene or word with the keys SOB, right? Like that's all you have to do. And so it's saving people so much time. There's no reason not to entirely cut out your timeline. We have things like punch, and because time just doesn't disappear in between two sentences, you can do things like fast forward time as well when your goal is to show, not tell. Then we're able to throw on turbo mode. Who doesn't want to talk 12% faster? I would guarantee that people here have seen many videos cut up and edited by TimeBolt. Thank you.